Tonight on the Evening News.
This project, which is to bring hope, peace and sport to communities in the far north.
Tonight, less than 24 hours until a little piece of the Olympics arrive back in Manitoba. But not everyone will be celebrating as the torch relay makes its way through the province.
I don't really know what I'm allowed to bring or not to bring.
More stress for travelers as the United States enforces tighter rules for those entering their country, but you can no longer bring while boarding your plane.
A lot of the booths turned into tows, right? The cars were so frozen up that they wouldn't take a boost.
And a chilly start to the new decade. How Winnipeggers are dealing with the cold and how much longer will these frigid temperatures last?
From Global Winnipeg, the Evening News with Nicole Dubé.
Hello, thank you for joining us. Peter's away tonight. The excitement is building in Manitoba for the return of the Olympic torch. It already made brief stops in Thompson and Churchill in early November. Tomorrow, the flame hits Winnipeg, bringing the world another step closer to the February Games. Global's Nellie Gonzalez has more on the torch's arrival and the protests that may follow.
Some 20 boxes filled with sporting equipment are loaded onto a Hercules aircraft in Winnipeg this morning, bringing the Olympic spirit to 20 remote Aboriginal communities over the next 5 days.
This project, which is to bring hope, peace and sport to communities in the far north who badly need this opportunity, who badly need this equipment.
It's all part of the 2010 Vancouver Olympic Truce project, aimed to attract more Aboriginal kids to the Olympic dream. And that dream is getting closer. Tomorrow, the Olympic torch arrives in southern Manitoba. At least one Aboriginal leader is planning a protest when the torch makes its way through his community.
We were told that in 1999 during the Pan Am Games. They said, sing and dance for these international visitors. Well, in the last 10 years, 15,000 of our people have died in unnecessary, preventable, violent deaths.
Chief Terry Nelson says he'll use the opportunity to spread more awareness about the 500 murdered or missing Aboriginal women in Canada. It's just one of a handful of protests being planned for tomorrow's torch relay. And with that in mind, torch bearers will be surrounded by a security team during the run, which is expected to draw hundreds of spectators. Earlier this month, an Olympic torch bearer was knocked to the ground by a protester in Guelph. Winnipeg Police will also be beefing up its presence, and drivers should expect some delays.
We're really asking motorists and anybody in the downtown area or any of the areas where the torch will be in place just to be patient.
The Olympic torch is expected to travel through Transcona and downtown Winnipeg before arriving at the Forks tomorrow night, where celebrations will be taking place between 5 and 7. Officials say parking will be limited, so if you're planning on joining the festivities, you're asked to leave the car at home or get here early. Nellie Gonzalez, Global News.
As Nellie pointed out, the torch makes its way through downtown Winnipeg tomorrow during rush hour. That means traffic tie-ups and delays to transit service along the torch relay routes. Here's the plan. The torch will leave the Ed Goulding Memorial Arena at 4:30 and head west down Regent and Narran to the Narran overpass. It then heads west down Provencher and across Water Avenue. It meets up with Main Street, turning onto Portage Avenue. It'll head south on Memorial Boulevard, stopping at the Ledge before going down Broadway and arriving at the Forks for 7. If you can't make that, on Thursday morning, the final leg of the relay in Winnipeg will start at 8 o'clock at Minto Armories and travel down Portage Avenue, ending at the Royal Bank before leaving the city to continue its journey to Vancouver. Expect delays on all these routes. For exact details, log on to our website, globalwinnipeg.com.